Welcome, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for August 2019. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You may have planets in the sign of Scorpio. You may be in love with Scorpio, aren't we all? Scorpio is in love with you, or you're intuitively guided to the channel. Thank you for listening to your intuition. That means you'll have a message here. So we're going to head and begin. We're going to use the Good Tarot. Okay. Going to give a couple shuffles. This is a time when you just want to quiet your mind. You can certainly ask your guides for some type of confirmation, whether it be a name, a letter, a number. The main thing is we want to just release the outcome and go with the flow. Let's begin. Okay, Scorpio. What is going on for August 2019? I'm doing your readings a little early just because a lot of you know I have a lot of things coming up and I did not want to rush the readings. And I didn't want it to be in the midst of, like, even though it's great things, it's stressful things. It's still stressful. So I wanted to be nice and calm for your reading. I want to thank you, thank those who have, I put a comment under my community page. My granddaughter started a music channel and she put out 2 videos with black screens because she doesn't want to be judged by her look. She wants to be judged by her talent, which I love that idea. So she's not going to put her face until there's 100 subscribers. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to share. I want to help make her dreams come true. And I want to thank those who are helping me with that because, it makes my heart sing to hear her heart sing. And she's loving it. So thank you. If you want to check her out, she's got a beautiful voice. Just go to my community page. Okay. Also, my daughter is holding some specials right now for emergency readings. I also have a link of that under my community page. Okay, enough talking. Let's get into your reading. Okay, we open the reading with the Hierophant. Card of Taurus. Number 5. We have the Hermit. Wow. And we have the 2 Swords. I don't know why I'm looking at the Hermit and the Hierophant right now as above and below. Above and below. And maybe it's the understanding over both with the 2 of Swords right here. So I'm questioning something within the energy of the Hierophant and the Hermit. I have whether this is, I'm questioning a direction I should go. Number 9, the Hermit. I think I said card of Virgo. So look at that. We have Taurus and Virgo side by side here. Heavy earth energy, right? No matter what. And within this 2 Swords, she's holding doves. At least I think they're doves. I'm so terrible with, like, naming birds and characters, Something going on, Scorpio, in your life, I feel. You know, I'm seeing this Two Swords as someone standing on the bottom of the ocean. Standing at the bottom of the ocean, but yet you're at the bottom of the ocean, almost like for rejuvenation, to plug in, to upload the next journey, right? The next 9 years. 9 and the 5, it's 14, which is a 5. Okay, I gotta need to get some more cards. Let me concentrate on the cards. Very strange, your cards don't want to come out. You know, I feel like I'm in the middle of some type of a ritual. Some type of a ritual that's been going on forever. Maybe the oldest ritual known to man. What the heck do I mean by that? But I feel like I'm in it. And maybe it's something that's being cast over me, because I don't feel like a part of it, yet I'm in it. Maybe that's why we couldn't get any cards. I needed to come to that realization. I have the Queen of Swords, possible Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You know, this Queen of Swords is seeking some type of truth. It's almost like, is it a truth within her faith? Am I, again, some type of ritual that has to do with my faith? And this Queen of Swords, with this owl on her shoulder, which is a symbolism of wisdom. At least it's what it makes me think of, wisdom. Yeah, it looks like, and the Queen of Swords, it looks like her third eye is being activated. Could be like her third eye up being activated, like it's opening up. Whoa. I had the Page of Wands. It came in reverse. I think I'm going to leave it in reverse for right now. Because I feel like it's probably meant to be in reverse, because I feel like this Queen, again, this Queen of Swords, whoever she's representing here, is you know, her third eye up is being activated. You know, I feel like someone is being, how I felt like someone's at the bottom of the ocean here, kind of plugging in. I now see that. It's almost like a mirror, even though they're different cards. They feel like a mirror of each other, the Hermit and the Page of Fire, Page of Wands. So someone is, I don't know, guys, someone is, you know, this ritual is becoming very, very deep. And, what's that song? Sun is old as time. Get our last card. This may be the energy of traveling. You know, I want to say back, backwards, but you're not really traveling. It's really parallel. So it's like going to a library, you know, and going to the history section and pinpointing. I wonder if it's like the Akashic Records here, the way I'm describing it, because you're pinpointing, like, you know, Melinda's life, and, you know, age this, age that, what life, what year, you know, what century. I can't wait to get the clarifiers out. You know, someone is seeking knowledge. Someone is seeking maybe hidden knowledge, hidden wisdom. I don't know if you're awake during this, because again, the energy of feeling I'm there, but I can't. I'm not really participating. I'm just observing. But through observing, I know that what's, you know, whatever ritual is going on that's being cast on me, I know it's for my benefit. I know it raises, well, everything about me. But how we're going about it is very intriguing. And then your cards don't want to come out. You know, if nothing else, this is telling me at this point, something is at a standstill. And there's a couple different reasons why. All of a sudden I'm seeing this queen. I was going to call her the Ice Queen, because I'm seeing her as all of a sudden like an ice queen, which is not really Queen of Swords characteristic, but I'm feeling that just all of a sudden, an ice queen, and it is like the melting of the ice you know, it's almost like she is encased in ice, and it's the thawing process, because I feel right here I'm lacking passion for either everything, because again, above, below. And it's showing me how deep, when I say below, how deep it goes. Now, I don't mean like hell or anything like that. I mean, somehow seeing past lives. And there's a reason behind it. Number one is to thaw you out. Or to thaw whoever this queen is out. But yeah, and then there's that owl again, so, you know, what am I gaining through this? Well, it's definitely wisdom. But it's hidden wisdom right now. Very deep. Some of you may be getting hypnosis. Or you may be thinking about getting hypnosis. And if you are, I almost feel like I'm sitting in on your session. So I do think you're going to be successful. And it may be, you may decide to get it to help, well, to help raise your energy. And I feel like that means, like, I want to figure things out once and for all. And it's almost like starting at the beginning. That we have the world. Wow. So, I'm not surprised having the 9 here, right? Because 9 is about the end of a journey. And the 9 is about reflection over where I have just been, right? The reflection over that. That's in the perfect world. That's what we do. Okay, so we're coming to the end of this. Let's reflect. What did I gain from it? What do I need to look at so I can come from a higher energy next time? A higher energy. Okay, I see it now. Movement. That's the perfect world. You know, a new piece of clothing comes out, one gets taken, you know, an old one gets taken away. We're always making room for. So the end, so something new begins. Not yet, though. Not yet. Okay, let's get the clarifiers out. I have the Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck, so this is really the overall energy. And this is telling us a little bit more about what this Queen of Pentacles, or Queen of Swords, I don't know why I just called it Pentacles, what she's dealing with, what her energy is, and but the Eight of Swords is really about everyone's energy. It's about the board. It's a self-created energy of fear. Okay. Let's bring out... Use a crystal vision. Let's break this baby down. Alright. Let's start with the Hierophant. Okay, well, I guess neither deck's cards want to easily come out. Okay, we're looking at the Hierophant. I have the Queen of Pentacles. Well, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You know, it's a Hierophant, so chances are, not chances are, but we know we have, some of you have a Taurus, we know that. We have the Seven of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. First of all, this is all Pentacles. This is all about your foundation. This is all about things that you want to manifest in the 3D world. The Hierophant coming from the Seven of Pentacles, this ritual that's going on for you. And with the Seven of Pentacles here, this is telling me this is something of your dreams then. This is an intention that you planted. Who knows how many lifetimes ago? Who knows? You know, maybe some of you are opening up a business. Why can't I think? I don't know. Some of you may be opening up like a hypnosis office. And then I also feel like someone may be opening something where, you know, like I'm mixing, you know, I don't know if I'm mixing potions or I'm mixing chemicals. I don't feel like it's chemicals because I feel like it's pleasant where I'm at. Chemicals would be like, ugh, stinks. There's a word for that where you're mixing different, you know, like rose oil with eucalyptus and a touch of that, pinch of that. And I just want to say, I feel like whatever it is, wherever your creativity is taking you, it's taking you to a place where you can earn money off it. We know that. It's taking you to a place of success, depending what you put into it, right? But it's also telling me that this is the energy of, for many of you, and I feel like the ones who are creating, and you'll just know if it fits you or not. If you didn't know this, you start to feel like, I was just made for this, right? I was just made to do this. I feel I can just get lost in it. Okay, I want to take one just on the Queen of Pentacles up top still. See what her enrollment, her involvement is. Could certainly tells that this message is for the females. Okay, I have the Page of Pentacles. Now, I'm really just looking at the Queen here. So the Page of Pentacles, I have the Ten of Swords, and I have the Lovers. Okay, so this is someone that you have been with before. Maybe you went to school with them. Maybe you studied together. Maybe you partied after school together. But I feel like you probably knew this person at a time when, during further education. I mean, it could just be education. Or further education. And Ten of Swords in between that energy, right? So it was nice and peaceful. Was nice and peaceful. But it ended in the Ten of Swords. Lovers can be a card of Gemini, so just know that. But I feel this is more, probably Gemini, but it's also the energy of the lovers. The connection, right? This is feeling the worst to someone and feeling the best to someone. So I've seen their worst. I've lived through their worst. They've lived through my worst. But I've also seen the best. Some of you may want to maybe thinking of asking this person to join you in a venture, some type of venture. They may have some type of expertise that can help you. You may be asking them, I don't know if it's like a partnership. I'm not really seeing that. But, you may be thinking, I can just call them with this question because I really do need to know. And then I also get to talk to them. You may have met this person in church also. And again, I'm feeling a lot of opposite energy. I do have the Lovers here with this dual energy of Gemini. But I'm feeling like, the worst of me, the best of me. Higher, lower, right? At the mouth of the ocean, at the ocean's bottom. So a lot of like, I don't know what that was. Okay. Okay, interesting. So, let's keep going. Let's add the Hermit in. These three cards came out together, so we want to read them together. Let's keep the energy going, adding in the Hermit. Again, Carter Virgo. So much Earth in your reading, Scorpio. Earth balances you, though. So that's not a bad thing. Earth helps keep your feet on the ground. Okay, the Hermit. But you have the Knight of Wands under the Eight of Swords, upright, and the Page of Wands here in reverse. So it's showing me that there is improvement. But again, the Eight of Swords being that block, right? Just like the Page of Fire, you know, that going deep, going down deep. You know, that taking place before there's actual movement. But showing us what this energy is working on. That is the third eye and above. And, you know, whatever the ritual is being cast upon us. Okay. Hermit, Hermit, Hermit. Queen of Swords. And she flipped out backwards. I'm going to turn her around. But I remember that she's came out reversed. Queen of Swords, possible Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have a lot of Gemini energy. Okay. We have the Tower. We have Strength, card of Leo. And look at that, we have the Star, card of Aquarius. Okay. So, you know, clearly someone was giving up hope. You know, no matter what it was tied to, a relationship, but I feel it's more about giving up hope on the whole. You know, I'm just giving up hope about life. Someone may have, you know, who's ever in this lovers, they may have just cut communication. Just cut it. Cut it off. Or you may have cut communication off to them. And then Strength card follows that Tower. So it's the ability to overcome that destruction. So whatever that tower was for you, it's the universe telling you, you know, you have the strength to overcome that. You have the Star next to that. That tells you never to give up hope. Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. Let's keep going, but I want to add the Two of Swords in. And then we're going to pick up those cards. We have the Nine of Swords. Okay. So here I am, again, back at this Two of Swords. Two of Swords is about needing to make a decision. It doesn't have to be a decision of a person. It's a decision in my life, right? I need to make a decision in my life. Whenever this question first came up, I feel like it was a while ago, because I feel like if you haven't been on a journey of, self-discovery, but at the deepest levels, you know, you may have been having some, like, you may have been waking up and going like, man, I've had some weird dreams. I have had some strange dreams. But these dreams could be reality, right, of an earlier time. I know some of you are being taken through your dreams, and you're learning. That's the thing. You're connecting to something, okay, through that. And it can be happening in many different ways. You know, do we have to always be aware of it? I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's more the energy of just surrendering to it and allowing the universe just to start carrying you along a little, right? I just need some time where the universe can just carry me along. I don't have to think or do or act. But you need to surrender to that. Nine of Swords is telling me that I am overthinking this decision. I am trying to make a decision, but I'm allowing it to come from a fear of what if, you know, what if this doesn't happen? What if that does happen? What if this happens? What if that happens? So, we create from that energy, and we don't want to do that. Just as much of what if that happens, well, then go the other way. So if you can imagine all these bad things happening, then imagine all the good things that can happen too. Because I can jump back here again and know that I've seen two people's worst side and their best. So I must really have a connection to this person, no matter what's happened, right? We had the Ten of Swords, bam, we know that. We had the Tower, bam, we know that. We know that affects us on a very deep level, right? But we have the Strength card right beside that. We have the ability to overcome anything. And the Star. How? By believing that things can always get better, because they do. Right? It's that hope, but that hope is creating. You're creating through that hope. You can see it right in the card. My energy going right into the universe and coming back to me. Back to me. I pour my intentions into the earth, into the water. And it comes back around to me. I need to think about that. I need to think about that, because the Star is attached to the Nine of Swords. What am I putting out in the universe? And then I keep getting mad at the universe, right? Two of Swords is about making this decision from your intuition and getting out of your head. And again, I don't even know if it's necessarily tied to a person, an action, whatever it is. It's probably a lot of different things for a lot of different people. But it is an intuitive call here, not a mental call. Matter of fact, even if you're in the worst, it's like, still imagine the best. Okay. I feel like I want to take one more on that. I want to see if I can get a little more clarity on that Nine of Swords. Where all this worry is. I have the Tower, so I know. But I want to see if I can go just a little bit deeper on that, so that, we have real clarity, so then we can eliminate it. Look at that. I have the Unknown card attached to the Four of Wands. Well, hello. This is someone who is afraid, afraid of the commitment, right? I'm either afraid I won't get the commitment, the type of commitment I want. This is saying the unknown on the Four of Wands. That Four of Wands, to me, is a beautiful love card. It's about true connection. It is the law of attraction at its best and finest. And the unknown is, the energy of just going with it, right? Not resisting, not basing, not creating trouble before trouble. Don't think trouble's going to arrive. But one thing it's showing, again, is the connection of how I feel. There's this connection here. And I don't think you can have that kind of connection with someone else not having that connection to you. Because, again, it feels like of a higher realm in a way. All right, I have the Five of Pentacles with that. The Hierophant again. And the Three of Cups. So, someone could have certainly left another. Somebody definitely stepped outside of a commitment in an earlier time. But I have to say one thing. All of this energy is coming from the Nine of Swords. So this is what I'm worrying about. And what's the Nine of Swords tell us? That our worry is unnecessary. That what we're worrying about, it just doesn't exist. Maybe it did. It doesn't exist now. The worry's got to go, because through that worry, this is how I'm looking at this now. I had this connection, but then, I had this, what I thought was a commitment, but then someone being left out in the cold because of someone else, a third party. Could have gone either direction. This is what I'm fearing also. This is what I'm fearing. I'm fearing it. And all of these questions are coming off the Two of Swords. So I have all this fear about moving towards something, right? Moving towards, again, maybe the Hierophant's representing that commitment again. Here's the commitment down here. Even going deep, looking for those answers. And I'd rather you go deep than go in the mind. Because, you know, I don't know if it happened. You feel it did, or they feel it did, whoever this is right here. But I'm already picturing it happening again. I'm fearing it's going to happen again. So otherwise, I'm creating it through the star. The star is coming up saying, listen, you've got to have belief here. You know, have belief. Believe. You've done it your way. Let the universe have a chance. You've got to ask, though. You've got to ask your angels to help you. They can't just jump in. You have to request it. So request it. I mean, truly, request it. And I feel like, you know, like you've been trying to overcome this through your own ways. But are you? Because in, you know, your heart of hearts, bam, here's all this fear about commitment, whether someone else can do it or you can do it, based off of someone you feel or did cheat in the past. So if you have told yourself that you're healed, you're not. And we do that to ourselves, right? Oh yeah, I've got this covered. I've got this covered. But I'm telling you, the second a trigger comes up, you're going to go one or two ways. You know, I'm looking at that tower like, oh, which way you want to go? You're going to go one or two ways. Everything is pulling towards the higher power, right? The direction of the higher power. Look at the abundance that comes from that, right? When I start to get into my mind energy, this is when the tower comes out. This is when the Nine of Swords comes out. And I just want you to see that, okay? Okay, let's keep moving. Interesting reading. You know, I have to say, the type of fear within the Eight of Swords can truly, you know, it can truly stop you from living your life. It just can. All right, let's go down to the Queen of Swords. Look at that, the Queen of Cups. Probably your energy, Scorpio, or another Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Directly attached to this Queen of Swords. Again, possibly Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This person's helping you. And it's funny, the way the sun's coming in on the card is like the Queen of Cups, her whole head is being illuminated by the light that's coming in. The Emperor. Card of Aries. I want to take one more in that, because why do I feel like this Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords just entered into a competition? It doesn't even have to be like for a guy. It could be like over a father's attention, over a boss's attention. Four of Cups. I gotta take another one. This one's stumping me a little. And it's stumping me because I feel like the Emperor, I feel like he came in judgment for something. Something like he's not seeing, so he came into judgment. I have the Seven of Wands, I have the Knight of Pentacles, and I have the Ten of Wands. Oi, oi, oi. I feel like these two queens argue. They may be arguing over this Emperor. Whether it's representing a father, a lover, I don't know. I don't have a lot of love attached to it. You know, somebody's waiting for something to come to an end. One more. Weird. Someone's tired of being in such defensive energy. You know, maybe not being recognized. Kind of feeling like lost in the crowd, so to speak. Definitely, it must be tied to your work. So this Emperor must represent your boss, and this could certainly be something coming your way, some type of recognition coming your way, definitely tied back to your work. Whether it's, you know, you can have your own business and somehow this person be involved. Okay, that's what it felt like. I feel like this queen is waiting for this Emperor to make a decision. I feel like this queen has been defending herself for a long time. I feel like this queen, one of these queens, has been carrying a lot of, you know, maybe other people's weight, carrying it for other people. You know, why? Because other people aren't doing their work, so hence I end up with it in some way. But I feel like I'm doing more than others and wanting recognized for that. It's telling me that you work hard. And the Knight of Pentacles is bringing an end to this struggle. And I just realized we have the Ten of Wands, and we have the Page of Wands down here. So again, movement. The Page of Wands hasn't moved yet, right? You're definitely looking for something that you feel is going to help change your life. I know that because of the World cards here too. But I haven't moved into it yet. Interesting. I want to take just a couple more. See if we can get a little bit more in that. I think we're going to change decks too. Alright, didn't want this many, but here we go. We have Justice, card of Libra, Ace of Cups, feels like two cards together, King of Swords, Eight of Swords, the Fool, and the Devil. Okay, so it's also showing me that for some of you, this is about a love partner. Probably someone, again, with Justice right here too, probably married to him, definitely commitment. I feel like when Justice is in here, when it's talking about a relationship that was, you know, that it's almost like a 50-50 cut. But it doesn't have to be marriage, right? Anyway. So, I have the Eight of Swords attached to this King of Swords. I have the Queen of Swords here, so I know that commitment was there. I have the Ace of Cups. That is that love. You know, the love doesn't die. The love, the people may have gone their own way, but the love still exists, right? Still exists, especially because we know what type of connection it was earlier, right? It's not just a karmic. However, show me the fear again is starting again. This could represent Capricorn for some of you. But it's the fear of, will it go back into the lower energy? Will it go back? This is what your fear is on. And, no one can blame you. But if you haven't seeked the answers, you know, this is like a personal part of your journey that you're being asked to take, so you can move out of that energy. Whether it will be dark again, at least you can feel it, because you want to be more in your, if you're in your mind, you're just going to have all that nervous energy, which is going to feel like something's wrong, something's wrong, something's wrong. And when we do that, do we send that energy then to the person we're thinking about? And, they're thinking of us and all they're feeling is nervous energy. Well, to them, it's like, ugh, what kind of energies? I don't, it doesn't feel right. So we have to be aware of our energy. Okay. It has the Ace of Cups there. So do I think it's possible? I absolutely do. And we were talking about earlier about, for some of you, like getting a promotion, getting that new job, getting something, could be Father also giving you something, then allows you to, well, then you move into the world energy. I am going to bring out the Cosmic Tarot, because King of Pentacles popped out there. Six of Wands. Victory with the King of Pentacles. We're going to add in the Page, and then the World. There may be something happening in the sky too, that, movement just is not the perfect time right now. It doesn't matter what deck I pick, your cards don't want to come out. Okay. I have the Eight of Wands, and I have the Five of Swords. Dang. Too many swords in your reading. My loves, this feels like, with the Page of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Wands on top of that, with the Five of Wands. The Eight of Wands is that giving and receiving energy. It's intentions I'm putting out, and the universe is giving back, right? Giving back to me. Everywhere your reading is telling you that. What you're putting out is what you're receiving back. And it's directly attached to the Five of Swords, which is, it's the energy of conflict. It's the energy of tough communication, no communication, mean people around us, gossip. It's the energy of, like, having enough. And I felt that earlier. Like, someone's just like, man, I've had enough. Maybe you've gone to your boss, if this is happening at work, and put in a formal complaint. And you're hearing back with the Justice card coming out earlier, things coming down in your way, in your favor. Page of Wands, though, because of all this energy, you're not feeling a lot of passion in your life. And, does it allow you to open up the way you should? Because I'm either living in one, two ways, right? I'm living in lower energy, higher energy. Well, I could be living in balanced energy, which is the perfect. Anyway, this is showing me where the block, why the Page of Wands is in reverse right now. Okay. And again, filling this Queen with, in this chunk of ice, being thawed out. I feel like being thawed out, so passion can start re-entering in their life. But got to get out of your head. I don't know how else to say it. Got to get out of your head. You know, and it's really energy of it coming from other people, but it doesn't matter. We've got to learn to deal. You know, we can't go to our head. It won't. Not going to give us any positive outcome that way. I have the Seven of Pentacles, and I have the Princess of Swords. You know, I feel like this is the energy of being intuitively guided to exactly what it is I'm meant to do at this point, right? Part of my destiny. Again, seeds of intention had been planted. The patience, right? Patience with, you know, there's, if nothing else, there's patience all over the board. I feel like now it's about the movement, though. So, anyways, something develops, right? And then it's harvest time. Prince of Swords, I don't know, I just kind of feel like rising above, just rising above everything. And listen, I feel this all the time, but I'm feeling it again, where something within your words as you go forward, right? When I have clarity over something, there's usually words that I can then use to help another, whether I even know it or plan it. It just comes out at the right time, you know. Okay, let's add the world in too. Dang it, Eight of Swords. I am afraid of change. I am afraid of change. Whatever that change is representing, I'm afraid. I have the King of Swords again. I don't know why, Scorpio, I feel like a lot of you are reading as swords. Well, why? Because you're in your head, that's why. That makes perfect. I don't know why I questioned that. Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Okay, so it just feels like ultimately what it is you want is the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is a nice committed home. It is two people who give equally to build, right? Building that foundation, making that foundation strong. This could certainly be someone that you knew through your family or became a family friend, you know, whether it was like your sister's friend who then, you know, you're hooked up with somewhere. Anyway, I know for a few of you, you know, we had Aquarius. Well, we had everyone, right? We had Aquarius. We had Aquarius a couple times on the board. We had Gemini definitely a couple times, and we had Leo a couple times. And we had Libra. Okay, let's keep going. Let's go a level deeper. So again, what's my fear attached to? Fear of commitment. Whether it be I fear someone else won't commit, or the fear, I just have the fear of commitment. The Eight of Swords blocking that change. I'm afraid of change. Well, look at that. Hangman. like I want to come to your house and tickle you until you have no choice but to get up and move. Okay. 8 of Cups, 7 of Cups. Here comes all the emotions. Ace of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. Again, Earth, so deep in your reading. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This is wanting to do it again. Okay. This is wanting to do it again with someone who's stable. You know, the King of Pentacles represents energy I can trust, right? This is someone who's hardworking. You know, hardworking. I don't know. They bring in the money. I don't know if they work hard for it, but they, I don't know. It's a good person for you. I know that. It feels good. But above that, we have the Hangman, 8 of Cups, and the 7 of Cups. So again, here's our block. The block is from the 8 of Clubs and the 7 of Clubs. 7 of Cups. I'm saying clubs. I don't know why. 7 of Cups is feeling like I have a lot of options. Needing to pay attention to the options. You may be feeling the other person has a lot of options, or they're feeling that about you, okay? This is, again, definitely energy of the past. This is the need within the 8 of Cups, because I stay, just like the 8 of Swords, I don't move out of the 8 of Cups until I've taken a moment to look at the cups that have been knocked over, which represents emotions from different periods in our life, or it could be 10 cups from one person. But I need to know why those cups fell, right, and how I can put them back up. So then I can move into the 9 of Cups, which is about self-fulfillment, right? Because how can I give to another if I don't feel fulfilled myself, right? I can't expect someone to fix me if I can't even fix myself. So this is putting the energy into yourself. And it's only so you can then move along. Move along. Move along, my love. You know, if you can't make a decision, then just tell the universe, I'm open. I'm going to leave it open and release it and see what comes to you, right? See what comes to you. Ultimately, I know some of you stop fearing whatever change has to happen, and you do make that change, because it's showing me the Ace of Wands first, right? So this is happening in your life with this King of Pentacles attached. Okay. And I want to take one more, because I feel like there might be one more thing that needs to go with it. I don't know. So I'm going to do it. But anyway, the Hermit's got some keys hanging up here, and the world is looking for that key. Lovely. With the 10 of Cups and the 6 of Wands. Listen, this is you reaching your nirvana. Your 10 of Cups, whatever that is for you. You know, your heaven on earth. This is you reaching it. Right? So I had to move above the 5 of Wands into the 6 of Wands energy. You know, I don't know if you just had like a change of thought when this arises, because it just feels all of a sudden like, bam, there it is. So one more time. But there it is, and all the cups are standing. All the cups are standing, and they're flowing. There's no restriction, nothing in the way. Look who's back, the Emperor. Whoa. I'm saying whoa because I feel like this Emperor for some of you is part of your 10 of Cups. And I know the Emperor earlier was also part of your work. And somehow, you know, and how you made your money. So are we bringing the two together? What I love about the Emperor showing up with your Ten of Cups, whether it's an Aries or not, this is representing someone who has their shit together. This is someone who carries the best qualities from all four kings, right? This is balance. This is balance. The Six of Wands is looking right back at this Emperor. So I feel confident with that. I definitely feel confident with that. Let's put it this way. It's someone I definitely can feel I can put my trust in. This is someone who's had experiences in life. But listen, we can also learn from their experiences as they can from ours. But why I feel like this is a completion. Someone's like, well, here, I'm complete now. Like, I'm complete now. I feel like we did a big jump, though. So I don't know if you just, look at the Magician just came out. Beautiful. Because I'm thinking, did you just tell yourself, enough is enough? I'm going to change my energy. This is bullshit. I'm just going to change my energy. I know that my life revolves around my energy. And I'm going to test it. The Magician. I'm going to create, right? The Magician tells the Fool along the journey. The Magician is the very first person, or entity, whatever you want to call him, higher self, that the Fool meets. And his message is, whatever arises within this journey, remember that you have every tool you need to be successful. God doesn't give you more than you can handle. Some of these will be challenging, but it's just to show you who you are and what you can get through. So, create, right? Create. You're creating experiences, is what you're doing. Some people say, if we're creating it, are you telling me like I created this shit? I created this shit? In a way, yeah. Let's put it this way, you agree to it through a soul contract, right? Not all of it was part of it, because you had plenty of free will, right? We have free will. So some things we create ourselves, and to me, that's then becomes our karma. How I treat other people will eventually come back to me, in some way. And not in this lifetime, well then hang on, it's coming in another. Because they are karmic laws, right? And our soul is like, whatever, we'll get through it, right? We'll get through it. Because the soul knows the bigger picture. It's the human mind, which is where a lot of this energy was, where the restriction starts coming in, right? The Magician is a reminder. You're creating your world, and, are you creating it all? No, you're a co-creator. But whatever comes your way is there to eventually bring you to a higher level, right? And you have everything you need to get through this journey. That is no doubt. Okay, I'm not taking all these. So, two that made it up are the Ace of Cups and the Two of Swords. And I feel like it's telling me to end the reading right here and saying, the choice is yours. Because we're right back to the Two of Swords again. Decision still has to be made, right? This is just the reading. The decision to whatever it is for you. And you're still looking at that Ace of Cups, right? Maybe it's now you're feeling the unconditional love of the universe. I felt like I was in this alone. Like there's no one who could understand. And all of a sudden the universe starts bringing you a lot of people who have gone through the same thing you have gone through. Hence, channels like this, right? We become attracted to each other from our energy. We've had similar experiences. We can't take that for granted. We've been put together for a reason. I never take that for granted. Nonetheless, you're right back at that choice, but this time, I feel like, especially with the Magician here, it's like the universe is saying, don't worry, Sandy. They got it. They got it. And the Page of Fire gets turned upright again. This is passion back in your life. passion being ignited for everything, not just love, not just career. This is about passion in my life and being proactive in my life now. Being proactive instead of letting fear set me back. There's change that wants to happen. There's always going to be change. So we can't fear the change, but we can look forward to it, right? Co-create. All right, my loves, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you. I have a feeling your readings are long. Your readings are always long. You and Libra. I get carried away with both of you, but it's because your readings go very deep, very deep. Hypnosis, I don't know. I don't know anyone who does it that I can even recommend. I would love to do it myself, but I feel like for some of us that may be very revealing, but please, I don't know a lot about it, so research, reviews, make sure they're real reviews. This day and age, you go to Amazon and you read a review, and if you actually read the words, you're looking at face cream and they're talking about a tire for a car. So do your research, okay? Because it goes deep, so especially when it comes to that. If anyone knows anyone, and you can highly recommend them, please let us know. But I do feel like some of us going on that journey, I have no clue what it cost. Probably more than I can afford. Interesting though. If you do, please come back. If you will. If you may not. It may be something private, but if you don't mind, I would love to hear that story. We would love to hear the story. All right, my loves, I'm going to stop talking. I love you so much. Have a wonderful August, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.